Welcome back to Afternoon Live. Wouldn't it be great to turn your side hustle or hobby into your actual job that pays money? Our next guest says it is totally possible and is here today with advice on how to make it happen. We welcome digital marketing expert Burke to the show. Graves, first of all, that is an awesome name.
Thank you very much.
And then those are awesome socks. Look at these socks. These are fantastic. Anybody can't get a shot of the sock? Okay. Believe, trust me when I tell you, these socks are, there they are. They're phenomenal. Graves, it's good to see you.
It's nice to be here. Thank you.
Okay, so a lot of people have side hustles and hobbies, and they like to do that, but they figure, oh, I probably can't make a living at that. But you say,
Right. Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
how do you do that then?
So I think the first thing to really understand and take into consideration is, because people have this thing that they're really passionate about and they want to do and they're good at,
right?
But they're afraid of making mistakes.
Oh.
And that's a big one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but so then that means they're operating out of fear.
Correct.
And not out of faith.
Correct.
See, I had to learn that a long time ago, that you got to get out of your own way with that.
Yes.
But how do you really do that?
It's tough. I think it's really important to remember that very successful entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, Sarah Blakely, Steve Jobs, they've all made choices. And not every single choice was a home run.
Right, right.
So it's okay to make mistakes. I think you need to embrace that every day.
Okay, that's good to know.
The second thing that's really important when you're trying to make your side hustle a legitimate full-time thing is to really be aware of going after a specific niche. And
okay.
yeah.
No, I want you to go deeper on that one.
So there's an old proverb, and I love this saying. It says, the person who chases two rabbits catches neither. And so what people often think is, if I can get as many people as possible, I'll make as many sales as I possibly can.
Right.
What happens is that they actually end up not really speaking to anybody, because they're so generic in their messaging.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So you do need to be more specific.
Correct.
And have a focus and find what makes you different.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a really good one.
All right, I like that. Uniqueness is a good thing.
It's absolutely a good thing.
It's just like those socks. I can't help it. I love it. Okay, what else can you do?
I would say the next thing that's really important that a lot of entrepreneurs miss out on is really learning how to be good at sales. And that is so important.
That's so hard, though.
It is.
Because, I mean, don't you have to be used to or kind of get comfortable hearing people say no to you?
Absolutely. That's a really good point.
I don't like being told no, Grace. That's not cool.
Yeah, I really do feel bad for people that don't want to learn sales because they're afraid of saying no. I feel so sorry for them because they don't know what they're missing out on. It's the only thing that brings money into your business is sales. Everything else is costing you money.
So how do you learn that if that's not your passion?
I think what you have to realize is sales is not about you and it's not about your product. It's about the people you serve, and it's really about figuring out what is it that they need and how can I give that to them? And it just so happens then it's maybe your product, your service. You're not selling them, you're serving them.
Ooh, that's a gem. I like that. I think people need to write that down. You're not selling them, you're serving them.
Absolutely.
Huh. Oh, that's a goodie. Okay, what else can we do to get our side hustle to be our main hustle?
I think the other important thing to really take into consideration is you get really excited. This is something you're passionate about. Keep your overhead low.
She looks really excited. So how do you do that?
You want to take your time when it comes to hiring staff. You know, you don't necessarily want to go hire the sales team, hire the marketing team. Bootstrap it. Learn how to do that stuff on your own. Learn every aspect of the business yourself, and then hire people to replace you as you go. Don't sign the 3-year lease right away. Don't buy tens of thousands of dollars worth of merchandise and inventory.
Right.
Start slow. Be willing to take your time and be patient with it so that you don't accidentally dig a hole you can't get out of.
Well, how long should you be patient with it? What kind of time frame are we talking about?
I think one of my favorite sayings is they were the 10-year overnight success. Right? And you hear it all the time.
That's a really long time.
Well, 5 or 10 years, right?
Okay.
That's not my number. I think for a lot of people, if you're willing to really hustle and you're willing to buckle down and you're willing to follow these 4 steps, 12 to 24 months, you could replace your job.
That's doable.
But you have to be willing to study, and you have to be willing to work hard, and you have to be willing to say no to things that maybe you don't want to say no to, like the party this weekend or something like that.
Discipline.
Yes, absolutely.
Discipline, focus,
Yeah.
and you're servicing people.
Correct.
Not selling them.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming.
It was
I
wonderful to be
appreciate
here.
your whole presence. All right. We'll have all of these tips for you on our website and more about Graves at katu.com.